Bill with Backstage360.com, back here at the NAMM show, and we're talking with Keith Moreland from Traveler Guitar. How you doing, Keith?
Good. I'm doing great, Bill. It's nice to finally meet you in person. We've been friends on social media for a long time. It's really fun to have you here and get to meet the man behind the face. So.
And the camera.
And the camera, yes, that's true.
We stopped by to see what you got going on here at the Traveler Guitar booth. What you got in your hand there?
Well, this is called the Vibrant from Traveler Guitar. It's brand new. This is the prototype, and it'll be coming out later this year. And it pays obvious homage to Mr. Steve Vai. And we've even had Thomas Nordic come by and bless the guitar. He wants one for him and one for Steve. And for a lot of people that can't afford to go out and pay $3,000, $4,000 for a Vai model gem guitar, and then you pay all that money, you don't want to throw it in an overhead if you're jumping on airplanes and you're flying to different places around the world. So that's what we did. We made this. It's a full-scale guitar. It plays exactly the same as a real gem. And we put really high-quality components on it. It's got a Floyd Rose 1000. It's got custom-designed ceramic pickups that are medium output. The neck shape really resembles a Wizard neck. It's a little bit thicker. Strat players will also like it. Ibanez players will like it. And it's just a super fun guitar. You could take it anywhere and plug in and play. And
it's very bright.
Yeah. Well, that's the way Steve likes it. Now, we do have it in some other colors. There's a black one with green pickups. And then we have a lesser expensive version of these. And one will be yellow, one will be the Loch Ness green, and the other one will be the hot pink color.
Beautiful. Are you working on any other models for this next year?
Well, we do have some new models that'll be coming out later in the year. There are some that we have coming out here. There's some new ones on the wall that we just came out with. A couple of acoustics that are brand new. And then, yeah, we're just super excited. We're always moving forward. It's a Traveler Guitar. It's a very creative place to work. And that's why I really enjoy being there, because I like making music. I love designing guitars and fabricating and doing all that kind of stuff. It's a blast. I love it.
So tell us, how did you come to start working at Traveler Guitar?
Well, I used to work for ESP Guitars in North Hollywood. And when I left there, the vice president of ESP Guitars, Jeff Moore, right away he called Corey Oliver, the owner of Traveler Guitar, and he said, "Hey, you got to grab this guy." So I was just fortunate, and the cool thing is we're in Redlands, California. It's a fun little town. It's a great place to be. So I ended up moving there, and I'm just loving life there. It's fun.
So like production-wise, do you take custom orders also, or is there just a line that you present and then, or can people like throw their specs at you and you can do one around it?
We do not build custom guitars. We have in the past. They'll kind of turn me loose in the parts bins, and I'll grab a body and I'll grab a neck and I'll grab different pickups and I'll do all these weird things, and sometimes I'll custom paint them and put together sort of a Frankenstein guitar. It's kind of an artistic creation, and then I'll do what's called an artist setup on it, where you make it play like butter. It just plays perfect, like the way an artist has his guitar set up to play. So much nicer than anything you just buy off the rack in a music store. And then what they do on the website, which is travelerguitar.com, you go to the website and there's a place called the Mod Shop, and they throw those one-of-a-kind guitars up there for sale, and you got to grab it fast because they usually don't last long. So,
are they only available online, or do you have them in certain stores?
They're only available online, the Mod Shops. Now these are available in stores at Sweetwater, Guitar Center, Musician's Friend, Sam Ash. We have international distribution. These are sold all over the world. We'll have people from crazy places: New Zealand, Australia, Denmark, Germany. They'll come here to NAMM, and they'll come to the booth, and they just want to walk up and say, "Thank you so much. I have one of these, and I take it everywhere all over the world, and I love playing it." So it's a blast.
Do you have any, other than Mr. Vai, do you have any other artists that have picked these up to try them out?
We do, and I'm not allowed to say who they are, but you would be amazed at how many big artists have these on their tour buses, their planes, their hotel rooms. Now there are some, I could talk about like Depeche Mode, and a few people like that have them. and they're officially sanctioned ones. But these guys will call us. These big bands will call us, and a lot of these famous players will say, "I've been playing you guys for almost 20 years, and I have one on my tour bus all the time with me wherever I go." So
that's amazing.
yeah, it's pretty fun.
Now I also understand you play in a band. You want to tell us about it?
I would love to talk about it. It's called Pet Shark. It's primarily an instrumental progressive band, kind of in the style of a cross between like a Steve Vai or Porcupine Tree, Pink Floyd. It's very eclectic, and we perform all around Southern California. We just picked up some new management. We're putting together some tours, so we'll be all over the USA here pretty soon. So.
And didn't you guys just release a new album?
We did. It's called Carnivore Cruises, and if you go to PetSharkBand.com, you can check it out. You can listen to the music. If you like it, you can order shirts, CDs, albums, download it, whatever you want to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Keith, it's a pleasure taking some time with you and learning about these guitars.
Thank you so much, Bill. It was great to meet you finally.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Bill.
It's Bill at Backstage360.com. See you on the floor. It's Bill at Backstage360.com. We're here at the Waves booth with Maor Appelbaum. How you doing, Maor?
I'm doing good. It's a crazy NAMM as always.
Yeah, and master engineer or engineering. How do you pronounce what you do specifically?
I'm a mastering engineer. It's the final step in the production. After it's been recorded and mixed, then it's mastered. So that's what's called mastering engineer.
We just watched a very phenomenal presentation today by you, and you brought up a point with your experience as to using mix versus mastering when you're listening to the music that you're doing, when you're doing your mastering. Can you tell us a little bit about how you came about that?
Well, I think what happened is just like a person who likes music, there's a point where you think more about the music and what it reminds you, you use your memory and kind of feel like, oh, this reminds me of this and this. It all becomes kind of visual after a while,
Right. And bringing that home with your long-term experience in doing this, years and years that you've built up this kind of library of doing things, what I found very interesting was the technical versus the feel when you're doing your mastering. Is this something that has come naturally to you, or is this something that you've acquired over the years of working with it?
I think that it was naturally there, but it was improved in time, because just like a lot of things you do in life, you probably have it in a certain way, and then you learn how to hone those skills better. So I improved it. It was there, but
you've learned over the years with the changes in technology and all the things that have come available, how to not overdo it, but make it so it sounds the way your ear thinks it should go.
Yeah, I think it was just like riding a bicycle. It takes a bit time, but you like it and you do more and you take longer rides.
Yeah, exactly. And bringing these tracks forward that you did in this presentation today, and then going over the subtleties of it, your ear heard them very well, and mine, I wasn't listening for what you were listening, but I could tell the difference, and some of it was the technical part of it, but some of it was also I could feel it where it was hitting you from when you played it through. And your use of the Pro Tools and the other plugins and stuff that you do, how do you determine what you're going to use for a particular mastering based on the genre of music or the artist?
Some of the things ahead that they might not work, but a lot of times it's trial and error. You experiment with a few things, you see if it works. If it doesn't, you move along to something else. Throughout the years, you get yourself the set of tools you feel more comfortable working with. You might change them in time or acquire more to fit different styles or sounds. But it's all about working it, and during that process, you evaluate how the music and the process relate to each other.
So in your experience going through this, have you seen a significant development in the technology end of things over the last 10 years for recording and mastering that have maybe made the process a little bit easier for what you're doing?
Well, technology is improving and things get cheaper, right? And also they take less space, because you can have them in the computer. Technology also distributes itself to us, it's like You know, think of it. Yeah, years ago it was hard to get these things. Now online you can get some of them. There's more shops where you can get it. So the advances in technology just make it easier to get a hold of, and hone those skills maybe too.
You discussed a little bit about young engineers when they are first learning the trade. Do you have any like baseline recommendations for something they should look at when they're learning this trade to kind of keep them open to all the options instead of getting like tunnel vision as to one process for everything?
Not to take too much at one time. The more you put into yourself, it's harder to grasp each part of the process. It's better to take a bit and improve that another bit. You know, if you take it all, it's going to be really hard to grasp it.
It probably becomes very overwhelming too at some point, to your ears anyway.
It's like going to NAMM.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to see all the guitars.
But they're there. And
They're
just,
there.
Yeah.
You're not going to see all the plugins. It's there. Just pick what you want and work with that, and then move on and improve.
So let's talk about the coming year. Do you have any special projects or anything you're going to be working on that you can share with us, or is there some top secret stuff going on there?
There's always stuff that I can't talk about because they're not, finished yet. But there's a new Eric Gales album coming out now called The Bookends. There's a new the Spirits of Fire record.
Nice.
With Ripper Owens and Chris Caffery and Steve DiGiorgio, Mike Zonder, produced and mixed by Roy Z. There's Burning Rain, End Machine. I need to remember.
Yeah, we like the Burning Rain guys, and we like Eric Gales. He's a phenomenal guitar player. So it must be kind of special getting in there and hearing what he's doing next and get to mess with it, or not mess with it, but kind of round it out for him a little bit so that it really comes through, because he's good just as a standalone.
It's my third record with him, and I tell this guy's amazing.
Yes, absolutely amazing. Well, Maor, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. It's the end of the day. Everybody's trying to get out here, but we've been trying to get together with you for 2 years now to do something for you. So we're here. We caught up with you. Excellent presentation. Thank you so much for your time from Backstage 360 and everybody else.
Thank you very much, and keep on watching.
Hey, go ahead and your website, any place people can contact you?
MaorAppelbaum.com. It's www.MaorAppelbaum.com.
Excellent. Highly recommended. This is Bill at Backstage360.com. We'll see you on the floor, and we're out of here. Hello, this is Bill from Backstage360.com. We're here at the NAMM Show 2019, and we're talking to Mr. Larry Hart. How's it going, Larry?
It's going just awesome, Bill.
So, what brings you to NAMM this year, Larry?
To see all my friends down here, check out the new instruments, what's coming out, and also talk to people about the new Fictional 6 album that's coming out, Alternate Me.
Yeah, I heard about that album. It should be released pretty soon, shouldn't it?
We're looking at a release date, I believe, in March. It's coming out on Melodic Rock Records.
Melodic Rock Records. So who's on the music?
Well, Mark Allen Lanou is the singer and writer of the album. He's awesome, just awesome guitar player.
Where's he out of?
He's out of Florida, and then the drummer is Rory Ferrarsi. He's out of Nashville. On keys is Eric Rango out of LA, and it's being produced and co-written and everything else that J.K. Northrup does to make a great album.
That's a lot of big stars on one album. How long have you guys been working on this?
I started working on this probably last August, so this is the second release by Fiction 6, and I'm fortunate to be on the second one.
So they've been doing a special pre-release with special tracks and stuff out to those that order. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, if you go to melodicrock.com, you can and look up Fiction 6. You can do a pre-order, and what the pre-order does is it will send you tracks, that are half done, so you can see the progression of the songs, how they go along, and you get a lot of stuff you don't get when you just get the CD. So it's a pretty cool thing.
Now, where can they order it, or where can they find out more information about this?
Go to melodicrock.com.
Okay.
And about Fiction 6.
About Fiction 6.
Yeah, and the album is Alternate Me.
Okay. What else has been going on?
Last year I released two other albums with J.K. Northrup. One was a band called Mood Groove on Escape Records out of England, and another one is J.K. Northrup / Kegel, and that was released on Melodic Rock last May. And those are both two awesome CDs. The other thing we have going on is J.K. has a new, we're getting ready to do a new Mood Groove album. We're in the process of recording that also.
Right, I've heard about that one. Are there any other projects in the works for the next year?
Just when whatever, brings, with the Fiction 6, when that release comes out, whatever we're doing there. And then I'm working a lot with, Paul Hogate, Randy Scholes, Steve Brown, and different projects that we do and playing out live and doing some cover stuff with them. And it's
all great guys.
All great guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're about timed out, so I'm going to wrap it up here and let you get on your way so we don't take too much of your time.
Have a great NAMM, everybody.
Thanks, Larry.
All right, Bill. Thank you.
This is Bill with Backstage360.com. See you on the floor. This is Bill at Backstage360.com here at NAMM 2019, and we are here with the Mr. Danny De La Rosa, formerly of BAD, Babylon AD. What's
Formerly
happening?
Formerly up. My first time at NAMM, thanks to my buddy Ben Wong. After all
Thank you,
these
man.
years, this is my first time, and it's overwhelming.
Is this not a site?
Oh yeah. I mean, all my people are here.
All your peoples.
Yeah.
And it keeps getting bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah, that's what I hear, but this is all that I know, and it's awesome.
Yeah, there's people error, parking's a mess, but there's a lot of great stuff here to see and hear.
Yeah, the only thing missing is a trip to Disneyland, but other than that, it's good.
Well, you can almost walk from here to there.
Yeah, I know. I may.
So what are you doing at NAMM this year? Are you checking out anything particular, or are you just kind of wandering through and see what's what?
Yeah, I'm just kind of checking things out because I've never been here, so. And I have some friends here and some people I haven't seen in a long time, so it's been really nice because I've kind of been out of it for 2 years since I left Babylon, and I recorded my own solo album and just completed it, and it's being mixed right now, and it'll be mastered shortly, and then we'll put it out. Just checking out some options on how to put it out.
Do you have a title?
Yeah, well, so far I want to call it 12 Weekends because it took 12 weekends to record.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work, and I played pretty much everything on it, along with the engineer and co-producer Mark Capitan. He played some keyboards on it, and did a little background vocals with me. But and it's my first time singing, my first time writing lyrics, and it's great because I got to do everything. I got to write the songs. I just had some demos. We went off of that. Brought a drummer in, a buddy of mine, Rich Carlson. And he learned the songs, flew in, laid down the tracks, and then he left. And now he's waiting for it to be completed too.
Well, is there going to be a tour down the road, you think?
That I'm not sure of. As this is my first time doing anything vocally, I don't know that if I have to work up to that to be able to do a live show. Another option is to get a singer. Because I would love to do that. I still want to play live, so to get a singer to sing the tunes would be great too.
That sounds amazing. It's just a matter of putting it together and making it happen.
Yeah, exactly. And it's different from what I was doing before. So my roots are the '70s AM radio, and it's kind of that with an edge, with heavy guitars. Not as much lead playing as like a metal band, but there's some on there. I'm trying to stick to more songwriting than kind of playing a lot of guitar on it. But I can't wait to do another one. So maybe the next one I'll play a lot more lead guitar on it.
Sounds great. And now, can people find you on the web, social media, and such to find out what's going on with this new project?
Right now I'm on just Facebook under Danny De La Rosa, and shortly I'll have a lot more together and different ways of getting a hold of me.
Yeah, that's almost a full-time job in itself. The marketing and the media, putting it out there.
Yeah, I have someone working on that right now. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being with us, Danny. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is Bill at Backstage360.com with Danny De La Rosa. We'll see you on the floor.
I